Yeah.
All right, let's see where you're at. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna look at your PG. Have you played some games since last time?
Yeah, I did. I haven't had that much time. It was a really stressful week for me. I'm sorry, but I have played a few.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we played around 5 games, right? Last
Yeah.
time we did the session, I think we played on the other account, haven't we?
No, we have played on this one. I played like one or two on the other
Oh,
account
this one, yeah.
and
I
three on
remember.
this one.
I remember. Okay, cool.
Yeah, usually I play way more, but it really was a stressful week. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. All right. So today the plan is basically going to be that we did the assessment session, so now we can actually get into the learning process. What
Yeah.
we're going to be doing specifically is I'm going to be teaching you like roam timers, because last time when I watched you play, like there was a little bit of issues with that. Like if we really look at your games, like when you're playing Vladimir, when you're playing Zed, you have a pretty high CS amount. But like in general, we can definitely take that to the next level in a sense that what we want to strive for is to get 8 CS, 9 CS per minute, and also have a pretty good KDA in the sense that we want like a high KP. We want to like roam efficiently. We want to understand when we can roam. We want to understand like the waves and how and when to actually roam, right? So
Yeah.
overall, like yeah, like this is the point we're at 6 to 7 CS per minute. When you're playing a Kali specifically, you can see that you're mostly roaming without really getting yourself that ahead. Like we're level 16 at 27 minutes. It's not too great.
Yeah.
All right. So, can I know from you like when do you decide to roam? Like when are the times when you actually like want to roam?
Mm. Uh, when I want to roam is most of the time if I have my wave pushed under the enemy's turret.
Yeah.
If he's not there or he is there, I need to check if it's a champion who can push
Mm-hmm.
the wave into my turret very fast. Like if it's a control mage, there's a high possibility that the chance to roam is not as great. But usually, if it's I just push it out and enemy is under turret or even dead, then I try to decide to roam.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And
And then sometimes I look up if there's anything happening on the map. Sometimes I just drop away for something because I'm seeing like a fight is about to start in the jungle or something, and then I try just to move faster than my enemy. So
okay.
I assert a little bit of pressure.
All right. Um, like the way you decide to roam, like as you know, solo queue, you have to play selfish, and I already know that you're like a selfish player, right?
Yeah,
Which is good, but we want to play even more selfish than that. So how do we play even more selfish? Well, there is always like a decision you need to make. Do I stay mid and take the wave and then I look to roam? Do I immediately roam at the risk of losing 2 waves? Like those are the
yeah,
questions we need to ask ourselves. The only
yeah,
time where it's actually efficient to roam and actually lose waves is if our wave state is in a good spot. What does that mean? That basically means that the minions are fighting each other, and you know that the enemy minions are not going to hit your turret, meaning that you're not going to be losing anything, right?
yeah,
So essentially, what we want to do, if you want to make the decision to roam, we only make the decision if we see an opportunity to get 2 or 3 kills. Then it's going to be really worth it. However, if we decide to lose minions, so let's say we're on red side, right? If we decide to lose minions and lose all these minions for a single kill, right? When that is not going to be worth it. Why? Because you're basically going to be sharing XP with like me for the kill with like your support, your ADC, maybe even the jungler. And in that case, obviously, it's not going to be worth it. Why? Because minions are going to give more XP, are going to give more gold at the end of the day, right? And we can even get some plating if enemy laner is deciding to roam or something, right? So
Yeah.
essentially, roam timers, there's 3 times when you want to be roaming. The first time is if the wave state is in a good spot and you know that you're not going to be losing a lot of minions, you see an opportunity to get 2-3 kills, then yeah, like we can decide to go for roam and perhaps grab some kills. If you're losing, like, let's say like an entire wave for roam, again, the only time when you want to be roaming is if you see like a golden opportunity to do so, in a sense that, you know, like you look at bot lane, you look at maybe the river fight or top lane, and you see like, okay, here I think I can grab 2 or 3 kills pretty easily, right? I have my sums up, I have my ult, I have my ignites, I have whatever. Then yeah, that's a pretty good trade to go for, right? But you need to be confident that, yeah, I'm gonna get 2 or 3 kills there, right?
Yeah.
And the next time you want to be roaming is, let's say, you know, like you kill enemy mid laner, or enemy mid laner is forced to like have a bad back. You're pushing the wave under the turret. Then at this time, it's a good idea. Let's say you're like, I don't know, half HP or third of your HP. Then you can be like, okay, here I can decide to roam, and then I can look to back. Why? Because we have this downtime, right? We have there, then we go here. We know the wave is currently here, so we have like a little bit of time to play with. But it's going to be important not to overstay for the roam, right? Let's say you're always looking at bot while you're roaming, and you're roaming and you're roaming. You have to realize that enemy mid laner is going to be here, then it's going to grab the wave. And if enemy mid laner, if you're basically overstaying here and enemy mid laner decides to push, then you need to make sure that I already backed, so that you can grab your item and come back in the mid lane to grab your wave, right? This
Yeah.
is the most efficient way to like counter roam. So those are the 3 decisions that you want to make when you're actually roaming or trying to get something done on the map. When is
I find it sometimes hard to decide, like after the wave change, I don't know when it happened, but that the mid waves come differently to the side lane. Like before, the mid lane wave was a little bit faster than the other waves,
yeah,
like in terms of reaching the lane. And after the change, I think that's when I struggled to do it more efficiently. Not that I was very efficient before,
yeah,
but it was easier to do it, I would
exactly,
say.
because you basically have less time to roam, but this
Yeah,
is why you need good map awareness, right?
yeah, I like those.
Exactly. So the other question is, now that we kind of learned about the roam timers and see like essentially when and where we can roam, how do we track enemy jungler?
Is it a question
Yeah,
or?
is
Oh,
it?
okay, okay. First, it really helps if you look on the map at the first minute to see with maybe is their bot lane leashing because they come late to lane and top lane is already farming.
Yeah.
That helps a lot to track it like where it begins.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe knowing the champion, knowing the
Good.
route.
Good.
Then sometimes you can kind of mirror it with your own jungler. Like if you know both junglers started bot side, they're probably jungling towards top lane. And so after something happened on top lane, there's a high possibility that the enemy jungle will go
Mm.
back to their bot lane because their camps came up again. They want to be efficient, so there's a high chance they're on bot lane.
That's good. I personally haven't seen you do that though. Like, you're basically answering the question perfectly. But when I'm watching you play the game, for example, like you're Zed, right? And you're playing here.
Yeah,
You know that there's an enemy Jarvan, and you know that the enemy Jarvan like started red side, right? The way
yeah.
I see you playing the lane is that you're essentially like just sitting here, right? At the bottom side of the lane. Why is that bad?
Because it's easier for him to reach me with a gank. Like he
Ex-
probably can just do a flash combo on me, knock me down, and then get me permanent
exactly.
CC with the enemy laner.
Yeah. The way you want to
It's
position.
easier to say than it's to do, to be honest.
Exactly. Yeah. So there's 3 ways you can position yourself in the mid lane, right? There is top
Yeah,
side, mid, and there's bot side. Okay.
yeah,
So the way you want to position yourself in lane is mid is if you have absolutely no idea whatsoever where enemy jungler is, right? That can happen, you know,
Mm.
like enemy jungler is taking like some weird routes. He's very unpredictable. When you're playing in like super high elo, usually junglers will purposely be unpredictable. So you want to be positioning yourself like in the middle of the lane, right? If you
Yeah,
have complete knowledge of where the enemy jungler is, like sometimes you don't even need a ward, then you can position yourself in the top side of the lane, right?
yeah,
That is good because it creates like invisible pressure. The way that works is, you know, if you have complete knowledge of where enemy jungler is, you basically want to position yourself in a way that makes them think, okay, your jungler is sitting here, right? So if you're here, they're gonna be a little bit reluctant to like kind of engage onto you, which creates invisible pressure,
yeah.
right? If
Mhm.
Jarvan decides to gank you from here, 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 well, then at this point, you know, like you can just run up and you'll be more than fine, right? Same thing.
Yeah,
Same thing when you're actually positioning yourself here, and that creates invisible pressure that makes them think, oh, like enemy, your jungle is kind of sitting here, and this is good. Why is it good? Because, you know, like it basically creates like it creates like a timing for your jungler to like kind of abuse that, you know, like if they think that your jungler is sitting around here, I mean, meanwhile, like your jungler is like there trying to go for top, then even the enemy top laner might think, oh, your jungler is actually like sitting here, right?
hmm,
So
yeah,
that's why positioning yourself in the mid lane is really important. And obviously, you're gonna have less stats. When you're playing something like Vladimir, it's a little bit different because you're super hard to gank because of your W, and you know them actually punishing you is very unlikely. But it still applies to Vladimir, right?
yeah, yeah,
Um, let's say you're hard pushing the lane, right? Remember the roam timers. You're hard pushing the lane,
yeah.
and then what do you do? Do you just roam, or do you try to do something else on the map? Or do you try to like,
Um,
you know, punish the enemy mid laner by sitting here and trying
it,
to
it
poke?
it's hard to like make a complete one-sided answer because if I see it's an enemy I can really bully under the turret and I am not really afraid of the gang.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm level 6 and my enemy is not even level 6 and I like maybe got one or two solo kills in lane, probably an assassin against a mage, and I know I can bully him under the turret. I most likely try to stay because I'm not that afraid. But if I see it's no possibility that I really can deny him anything, I don't get a plating, I don't kill him or anything. I
Mm.
try to push out and roam.
Okay.
Like that's how I decide. Because if there's like a super safe champion that I just simply cannot really dive, cannot really kill. Like Lysandra is a good example, I think. Even
Mm.
though I'm ahead and she wouldn't beat me one on one, with the help of her CC and turret, I couldn't do anything to her. So I just pushed the wave in and tried to roam. And then before I roam, obviously I look, is there bot lane pushing? Is there top lane pushing? Like if top lane is under my own turrets, top laner's turret, I try to roam top. If it's on bot lane, it's the same. Or maybe if I have a ward in the jungle and I see their jungler and know I can kill him, I go there. That's like how I try to
Mm.
think.
I I like and don't like your answer. I like your answer because, you know, you're actively trying to look at the map and see if you can make a play happen. Totally fine, good. I don't like your answer because there's something that you forgot. Remember when I talked to you about the invisible pressure by positioning yourself in lane, right?
Yeah,
Well, there's actually something else you can do. For example, if you push the lane under the turret and you know like your opponent is like sitting here farming, struggling, whatever, and you see like for example like a Draven Thresh that like the Draven is actually fed, right? And they're just
yeah,
sitting here. Well, actually hard pushing the lane is good. Why is it good? Because you're gonna be out of fog of war, right? And because you're gonna be out of fog of war, your opponent is going to ping missing like 500 billion times, right?
yeah,
Meaning that you can actually abuse this. How can you abuse this? Well, instead of just going bot. Because remember, fog of war, they don't know where you're at, and obviously
Yeah.
the Draven Thresh, the Draven that is fed, is going to respect you. So he's gonna walk back and he's gonna be like, fuck, where is Zed? You know, like I actually have to respect that. I can't actually get more fed because Zed is roaming. I don't want to give up my lead, etc. Right? Well,
Yeah.
if Draven is still not respecting you and he's like fucking sitting here trying to like, punish your bot lane, well then of course you can go for a roam, right? And that's probably gonna
Hmm.
work out. But you can also play with their mind. So instead of just going bots, you can try the enemy jungler and you think, oh, enemy jungler might be in top jungle. So instead of going bot, you can either look for enemy jungler, knowing where he paths, or you can
Yeah.
either just go top. And enemy top laner is gonna be like, okay, I should be safe. This Zed is most definitely going bot. I I know this because no one plays for top anyways, and then you just get a free kill. Do you understand how you can play with this invisible pressure?
Yeah, I think a little bit of that I actually tried to do in the last game we played together because I
Yeah,
said sometimes if I know I can't really do an effective roam, I even try to just go into the fog of war to assert pressure because it plays with the mind of the enemy. I
exactly.
didn't think that far like how I switch up the thing,
Yeah,
but
but remember, like in high elo, this is really really common. Like for example, if you watch Magi Felix, you will always see like Magi Felix like basically sitting here after pushing the lane. Like he will always sit here
yeah, I
because
actually do it because of him to be honest.
about what?
I actually do this just going into Fog of War, even though I'm not really effective at it.
Uh huh.
Uh, I do it because of him. In German community, a lot of people
Oh
talk a lot about Buggy Felix, and like 1, 2, 3 seasons ago, uh, there was just the coach reviewing his gameplay and stuff, and since I saw him doing it, I tried to implement it.
yeah, and that's like a really effective way of creating invisible pressure. It's really
Yeah,
effective because even though you're out of fog of war and maybe you might not be doing anything here, right? You're just chilling here trying to see like if you can make a play happen. It still
yeah,
creates an immense amount of pressure because you're Zed, because you're an assassin, because you're not seen by the enemy. And all of a sudden, they're kind of reluctant on making plays happen. Enemy jungler is going to be reluctant on doing this or this. Enemy bot lane is going to be reluctant on pushing. Remember, you're a mid laner. All these people, like you're essentially putting like inserting fear on them by just not even showing, by not doing anything. You know what I mean? And that's really powerful. But let's say you're trying to show up like on Pixel Bush and you don't know if it's worth it or not. You can still like bring a sweeper and just try to like sweep this, get a ward, and then come back mid and do something. It's just just a lot of things you can really do. All right, let's talk about the mid game. How do you play the mid game? Because I feel like that's one of your biggest weakness.
yeah, yeah. That especially if I'm behind, I have really, really no clue. And if I'm ahead, I just try to sometimes force things, making stuff happen, like because I know I'm strong, I need to carry, and then there's like I pressure myself to just force some things
Mhm.
to win off of that. Like I see maybe some enemies and I just try to kill them, even if it's like a 1v2, 1v3, just to give my team a lead and some space to deal with it.
Yeah.
But I don't really have a plan what to do. Like I just look on the map, see that I don't like share with my carries, especially sometimes bot laners, even if it's not really a good time, they just go mid lane and then instead of just sharing it or pinging them away, just instantly go bot lane myself,
Mm.
something like that, and just try to fit in. Yeah,
Well, this, like I said, is your biggest weakness in a sense that you don't really have a clue on how to actually carry, right? During the mid game, your
yeah,
early game is solid, actually. Mechanically wise, you're solid. Your laning is pretty good. Like you're able to get those solo kills going. You're able to get the lead for yourself. That's good. Like we don't need to go over the early game too much. Maybe the laning in the future, but I want to talk specifically about the mid game. So we're gonna be blue side here just to make it like a little bit simpler. Um,
Yeah,
and we're gonna talk about the mid game. So essentially, all these turrets that I'm gonna highlight in red, I don't know if you can see it, are going to be
yeah, I can.
down. We're in the mid game. You're fed. So what do you do here? I will basically I will write down, like I will draw like on the map to see like what you're gonna do, and then I will give you the answer. So this is the mid game. All turrets are down. 15-20 minutes into the game. What are we doing here?
Mm, I I look for a lane where no of my mates are, and then I try to be close to a objective. Like if it's Drake up or Nash up, I try to go on the side of the map, like either mid or top or mid or bot lane, and try to like push the waves out and be ready if there's something to happen.
Um, I like and I don't like. So I will. Why is that not necessarily good? Well, what you said first was good. You're playing selfish. You're going to a lane where no one is, because so you can get solo XP, so you can like be close to the objective and just push out the lane, and then rotate to the objective if there's something happening. Like that's not necessarily a bad answer, but we need to play selfish. How do we play selfish? Well, even if Drake is up, right? Like right now, Drake is up, and you're in top lane. So do you just push the lane and then walk all the way here?
Sometimes I probably would do it. Yeah, I think sometimes I just do it.
Hmm.
Of
Okay.
course, sometimes I split push, but it's not as common, especially not if I'm like even or the enemy has someone I just can't kill.
Yeah. We need to understand wave management. Okay. Wave management is very, 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 very important in League of Legends. Why is it important? Because, like in the early game, you need to manage your waves so that you don't get ganked, so that you're strong in a 1v2 scenario, so that you're safe, or you can apply some pressure, or you can abuse the enemy mid laner by playing your minions well, etc., etc., right? But
Yeah.
there's a common misconception with wave management, which is wave management only applies to early game. That's very, very common. Like you will see maybe 95, maybe even 97% of the players managing their wave pretty well, like in the early game, first 10 minutes. And then during the mid game, they do not give a fuck at all, right? Like for example, like there's minions here, they just take it and they roam, right? Or there's minions here, they just take it and then they roam every single time. There are minions mid, they take it and then they do something. There's minions
Yeah.
here, they just hard push and try to look for something, right? Every single time. Is that correct
Yeah.
or not?
Yeah, 100%. I actually do exactly the same.
Yeah.
Exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah. So this is the misconception that a lot of players have. Wave management applies at all stages of the game. Okay? Why is that important? Well, let's say you are behind on Zed, or behind on Vladimir, or behind on Akali, and you have the wave pushing it into you here. Do you just take the minions and then look for a roam?
Not really effective because I'm still wasting
Why?
time, but I could get another wave that it's safe income and don't get me as more behind. I get XP, I get gold.
Not very efficient, but like, why is it not efficient?
You want an answer on the wave state. The
Yeah,
wave is not hard pushing into enemy because I just took the wave there. I would need to push the next, so I
here,
assert
right?
pressure
But
with the minions.
but remember, you're behind. So what's if you go there, you might get collapsed on by the enemy, and then you just die, right?
Yeah.
So what do we do to counter this?
Mm,
There's an easy answer.
an easy answer.
Yeah.
Do I
Remember,
not
remember
push
when I
it out?
said, remember when I said wave management applies at all stages of the game, meaning that we
Yeah.
freeze here. Why is that good? It's good because it forces your enemy laner to play all the way here, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you as a player is getting XP. Meanwhile, your team can collapse and perhaps even kill this guy, right? Meanwhile,
Yeah.
you're getting gold, you're getting XP, completely safe. There's a turret, you're chilling, right?
Yeah.
But then you see, like the enemy mid laner, you have vision on the enemy mid laner, he's pushing this, then you're just freezing here over and over again, get 3 waves, and all of a sudden, you see enemy mid laner here, which will very most likely happen because remember, they don't have wave management at your current elo up to like maybe GM challenger. And then all of a sudden, like this guy is gonna be tilted that you're gonna be freezing. He's gonna go mid, he's gonna try to make a play happen, and then all of a sudden you can push safely because you're looking at the map and you see, oh, everyone's mid or everyone's taking herald or everyone is like top or something, right? And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, again, you look at the map, you see no one is in your bot lane, and then you take the turret for free, and then you get back into the game. You get back into the game because you got multiple waves. Enemy mid laner or enemy top laner did not get a single wave because he is sharing XP with mid, or he's trying to make some play happen in the jungle, or he's top lane with his team, or he's trying to do something here with Herald. You're back in the game because you got 3, 4, 5 waves. You get this turret for completely free, which is 600 gold, and then all of a sudden, you go back and you're back in the game. Simply, how? Just because of wave management. But now we go to your scenario where you are hard pushing. Well, of course, enemy mid laner is just gonna take this shit and he's gonna try to like kill you, right?
Yeah.
Because you're not ahead. But now let's talk in the way that you are ahead and you're confident that you can 1v1 and you're confident that you can maybe 1v2, right?
Yeah.
Well, instead of just freezing, you want people to come to you. You don't want to look for people. That's a big no-no. Why is it a big no-no? Because you're not efficient. Why are you not efficient?
Yeah.
Because you're walking to them, you're chasing them, right? You're gonna use your
Yeah.
mobility spells to like try to kill them. Not efficient. But if people come to you, you are getting minions, you're getting gold, you're getting XP, and you're getting people to waste their time to come to you, and you're applying pressure because like
Yeah.
enemy mid laner cannot deal with you because you're ahead and he can 1v1 you, so they have to send 2, 3 people to you, and then all of a sudden your team can do Baron or your team can do Drake if you're playing top, right?
Yeah.
So that's why wave management is good, right? It makes essentially you being able to carry more while you as a player is able to get more XP and gold at the same time, right? and
Yeah.
there's a few tricks to apply even more pressure. Let's say you're blue side and you're pushing in bot lane. Well, instead of like you're just going to sit here trying to slow push. Remember, slow push is the keyword here. Why? Because it makes your opponent, try to like, it can't really walk up because you're fed and, they have to send people to you and you can simply like either go back or try to kill the enemy jungler or try to do something. But
Yeah.
if no one is coming for you, you can push another wave. And instead, like, let's say you take this wave here, right? And
Yeah.
enemy wave is here. What do? There's 2 choices.
So I could like slow push to stack my wave and let it
Crash.
crash into the turret. So I have a big wave, the enemy needs to deal with it.
Yeah.
If something's happened, I can go away, otherwise they have the wave they need to deal with, they have meat they need to deal with, and if I'm fed like in the scenario, I they can't really one-on-one me, so they probably send someone to me and my team has like a little bit more space to do some objectives.
Exactly. So, if you're fed and the wave is here, first of all, you know that enemy mid laner is here. So you have 2 choices. Well, 3 choices. The first choice is you go for a roam and you try to kill someone here or mid, right? That's that's
Yeah.
that's the first choice because you have some leeway. It's a 5v4. That's the first
Yeah.
choice. The second choice is they're actually sending people to you to look out for you, right? So they're sending 1
Yeah.
or 2 people and they're wasting time. So essentially, like you're more than fine. You're fed. You can probably get away. You can probably get a kill, whatever, right? And the third
Yeah.
choice is there's nothing really happening on the map, but you're still applying pressure. And where do you stay here? I want you to like show me exactly where you could be staying here to like keep applying pressure. Do you stay in this bush? Do you stay in this bush? Do you stay here? Do you stay here? Do you stay here, here, here? Like where?
I probably stay between like the Grom space and the bush where you pinged. Like not exactly under that turret, but so that
Here?
I have like the bot lane turret bush near me. Yeah, yeah, around there.
It's
If someone
almost
comes,
almost the best answer. So where you actually want to,
almost.
yeah, where you actually want to stay is exactly in this spot.
Ah, okay.
Why?
Is it like same with the early game state, like where I'm in a fog of war,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
if some okay, okay, yeah,
Remember, fog of
yeah,
war, but you're still applying invisible pressure, right?
yeah, I apply pressure.
Exactly. So this the reason as to why you're staying here is because if you're staying here, they can easily ward there and know you're here, right? Or they can just go here,
Yeah,
try to look out for you, and they see, oh, okay, Zed is here. We can try to
yeah.
collapse on him. If you stay
And so they
here,
try to collapse, look, don't see me, and say,
yep,
okay, they leave again. And then suddenly I'm showing, pushing the next wave, setting
exactly.
pressure.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
okay.
if you show
Okay.
up here, ward here, boom, not good. If you show up here, which will they will most likely do, imagine they're sending 2 3 people to you and try to look out for you by looking at the bushes, then they can look for you, right?
That's
But
exactly me, camping this bush for some victim.
exactly. But if you're staying here, you have a way to actually outplay this. And this way is super easy. Like instead of just running here, you have more than 2 choices. If they basically send here, they won't see you. If they see you here, you can basically just run here, right? If they try to go all the way here, then all of a sudden you're gonna be able to just escape by here, right? Or here, whatever,
Yeah,
right? So you
yeah,
have more, you have maybe 2 to 3 waves to even outplay this by just staying here instead of here or here or here, right? Which is really
yeah,
good, right? So this is how you play the mid game. You play the mid game by understanding what the fuck is going on. You play the mid game by keep applying pressure, playing the side lane, getting XP yourself, getting gold yourself, and just getting even more fed. And if you have timings to like even roam because the wave is like in this spot and no one is coming for you and you see they're fighting, which will they most likely do, then you can just flank, right? Because you're an assassin, and
yeah,
and then all of a sudden you're getting something done, right? You're fed, you're
yeah.
pushing your lead to the max, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is why it's very, very good to do so. All right, enough talking. Let's jump right into a game, shall we?
Okay, okay.
Let's do it. So we already absorbed like a good amount of knowledge here. So now we want to put this knowledge into good use, right?
Yeah. You're seeing everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right. What do you think you're gonna play this time?
Probably Zed or Vladimir.
Fair
I
enough.
I am feeling more into Zed, but it would depend on what my team is gonna pick.
Yeah, that's fine. So, do you start understanding like the macro things like of mid lane?
You mean what you told me now, or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
mean in general?
I mean,
I try to get everything in my head. I got of course a few things, but
that's
it's a
good.
lot of information at one time, so I understand it, but it was a lot. I tried to um I tried to rethink it in my head, if you understand what I'm meaning.
Of course. But I will, since I'm recording this video, I will upload the video, and you're gonna be able to look back on what we did together.
Okay, okay.
The stream is like a little bit laggy. Let me change the region. Uh, okay, much better. I forgot I had to change the region to like Rotterdam.
Ah, okay.
All right, got an Aatrox. It's not too bad of a matchup for Zed if you're gonna be laning against him like in the mid game. Zed.
Okay, I kinda was like, what's going on here?
It's all good.
Oh.
All right, Ivern, Vi.
Mm,
We do have
I'm
AP.
more looking towards Vladimir, I think.
That's up to you.
I don't I don't know what jungler's picking,
You can
and
switch
I
with a
don't know.
jungler here. Enemy jungler already picked, so
Maybe, but I don't. Oh, okay, he actually said no. But I don't know if Cho'Gath would be enough. Yeah, I think I'm going for Vladimir.
I think Zed is solid here. Can R the Vi ult. Could be Vi mid actually. Pretty sure it
Because they
is.
have Ivern already.
Yeah. Ivern could be support as well, which kinda unlikely, but we'll see. We'll see what they're gonna pick.
Yeah.
Brand. Brand
I think it's
supporter.
actually why.
Yeah, I mean I think Zed is better than Vladimir here, for sure. Most definitely Vi mid. Could also be Ivern mid, but that would just be a free lane for you. Although Ivern mid is like kind of underrated. It's kind of strong.
Even though it is like you don't know what to expect, like so it pressures you by not doing anything. It's like these uncommon picks, you don't know what to expect from them, you know?
Yeah, I used to play against like there's this high low Ivern mid that used to play like Liandries, and it was really hard to deal with. But if it's Vi mid, definitely Brand mid and Ivern support. I mean that's fine. Good for us. We can chill three first level, then we can start trading, and it's really hard to trade with a Brand. Let's get it.
Yeah. And I think Brand has very high base cooldown, so probably if he like really misses something, I have like a huge attack window on him.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, let's see. It's unlucky now that I have armor for the lane, but
No big deal. Still good against minions.
yeah. And they have a lot of 80 damage too, so it's fine. But I don't know, I just simply like to like pick the resistance just to face my laner.
Yeah, that's fine. We do have G blades, so we really want to chill 3 first level. We don't want to get poked by Bryn too much.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the goal here. Yeah, Bren should be an easy lane. Very mobile mage. Misses his spells, can't do anything. Has ignite, doesn't have TP, so we can really abuse
Yeah,
that.
that's pretty good.
You can really abuse that to the max. Although we do want to be like a little bit careful of the Twitch
Why?
roams.
Ah, Twitch, okay.
Yeah. A lot of the Twitches will just back and instantly go mid to try to cheese you. So it's really important that the 2 first level
I've
we don't actually lose HP.
Yeah, and I think bot lane is leashing because their bot lane is
Mm-hmm.
like really slow.
So again, we just play for top side for now.
Yeah, and then around like 230,
Brent is playing
240,
extremely passive. Extremely passive Brent. The good thing is that the wave is actually pushing into us.
yeah,
So we're gonna be able to abuse the Brent. Right now we kind of want to be playing around bot side because we know Vi is most likely top side.
yeah. I tried to switch to the lane
Very,
side.
very good. See, you're already learning.
Hyper focus.
It's good.
And this time I know it sounds troll, but I actually play with music now. Usually I always play with music, but in the first coaching I just wanted to focus on it, so
Yeah.
I didn't play with music.
Right now we're level 3, so we can definitely start abusing the Brent.
Vice bot side, so I go top side.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually misreaded her. But their bot lane like really showed themselves pretty late.
Let's abuse the Brent. Like this guy is just free food right now.
Yeah.
Very nice, good pokes. We do have the Scorch,
Yeah, I
no
said
W.
Mr. EQW.
He has no E. Right now we can go in on him. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Very good. See, no cooldown. And now he's forced to play super passive. We want to keep the wave here. We don't want it to let crash on our turret. We want
Yeah.
Bran to walk up. We want him to
Because he
like...
can't do anything. And if he base now he loses a lot.
Exactly. And again, if he comes, we can just go in on him. He's already low
Yeah.
HP. We do have our pot still.
Ah, okay, unlucky.
You get hit. You can chug a pot.
Okay, now if this runs out, I think I can just jump on him.
Just chug a pot. We're level 5. Brand did miss a little bit of XP because he's level 4. Nice. We're denying him from XP even more. That's good. An easy kill. Good wave management. Was able to abuse the no mobility from Brad. He didn't
Yeah.
react. Perfect.
I would try to push in this one as well and
Mm-hmm.
before I reset.
It's very good. Now we're
Our team is
6,
playing Dragon.
and now we're just back.
Yeah.
So now we have a huge spike, we have serrated dirk, we have an extra longsword, we can buy pot as well. So we're already super big.
Yeah. Even though I tend to buy boots.
I like longsword better here. Like it really amps your damage. 80 scalings
Okay.
on Zed are pretty big.
Yeah. Oh, holy shit, the Caitlyn and I nearly simultaneously.
So now Brand again, same thing. You know, he still has flash, but we're able to punish that. We can freeze the wave once more. We do have sustain as well because of D-Blade.
Yeah.
And now he's gonna be forced to walk up because the wave is pushing towards you.
Yeah. Even though I don't really know what he's doing right now. Ah, I should have
No, it's fine, it's fine.
thrown in a wrong direction.
We still have this lead. Like I don't know if he's 6 now, but the fact that he's level 5 and you're almost level 7 just shows that like right now we want to abuse him. We don't want him to go for minions. He's gonna be level 6 after 1 minion, if my calculations are correct. Yeah, it's gonna be 6 here, I think.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh man.
It's okay.
Kane is top side and I don't know where she is, so I probably try to stay around top side.
Mm-hmm. Good dodge. You say you want to play around top side, but right now you're not top side.
Ah, I was so slow. Yeah, it was because he missed the W, so I wanted to kill him actually, but I fucked up too. I R too late.
Yeah, it really played like you had to R like immediately.
Yeah, and then flash away, kill him, and he's dead.
You do have ignite though. You still have electrocute, so if you can come back in lane,
Yeah,
if you can
it
come back
shouldn't
in
be
lane
a
and
problem, but
freeze,
wasn't optimal.
try to freeze here. Gonna be a little bit late, but you still can drag the wave. Very nice. Just because we got the freeze, we're still fine.
Yeah. And he had no choice because he was so low.
We can trim the wave just a little bit. Try to keep the caster minions alive, not the melee minions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. So now he's still gonna be forced to walk up. Again, because you're able to apply this pressure, we still have the level lead, even though we just got soul killed.
Yeah. And I think I'm even strong enough to like even 100 zero him if he like hits a huge combo.
Right now we can walk up. Like we can every time he walks up for a minion, we can just there you go. Loses XP. Good dodge. Now we're level 8. He can't farm. We're applying good amount of pressure. He's losing a lot of XP. He's gonna try to get his cannon. We can go for it. Very good. Oh. That's lame. She's level 6, be careful. Yeah, you had to flash that immediately.
Oh, the Ivan shield.
Yeah.
I shouldn't throw on the Qs.
In that scenario, the only way you could have played that better is flashing it immediately, because you know she's gonna have the range.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get Caulfield, let's get boots. Let's relax, even though we just died, it's fine. Yeah, the Ivan shield really saved the brand here. But Brand was probably asking for help.
I think he even healed him.
We have a 20 CS lead, it's fine.
Yeah.
And we can even go for a freeze.
And I don't really think because he didn't really get anything from it that it really impacted the lane that much.
Yeah. Like we're still level 8. He doesn't have anything now.
Yeah.
We have ult in 40 seconds. He's gonna try to push the wave
And why
here.
it just came from top side, so I placed my pink ward there and just try to stay there because there's high possibility on she is bot side.
Usually warding there is useless. At least you want to ward the pixel bush. Alright, what we can do now is just hard push, maybe try to get some poke on the brand. If not, we can go for a roam. Aatrox is very overextended. We push this
Yeah.
wave and then we go for a roam. Right now, Brand thinks your goal is to like punish him on a turret, but your goal is to go kill the Aatrox here. You do have ult, you have everything. He's not respecting you. Should be a free kill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And why is bot side?
it's a free
Oh, no,
kill.
no, it's
He's
our
even gonna
hand.
die actually. Oh, never mind. That's a free kill. Free bounty. Very nice. We can push this wave. We can even kill this
He will
guy.
eat the wave. Yeah, okay, he will eat it.
Go for the brand. Look at the brand. Look at the brand. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, just push top. Just push top. You need to make like an immediate decision here. Kane's most likely going to kill him. Very good. We can keep going top. I don't know why Shogath is actually going top right now.
Yeah, it happens a lot. But we get his
Oh,
teleport.
he finally understood. Nice. Alright, we can back now. We have our item. See, that was a good roam. We didn't lose anything. We're able to get a lot of minions. Good. If you didn't die twice, you would probably be 10 CS per minute right now.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think because I
I think Eclipse
see
is going to be a
myself
good
side
champ.
laning, I would actually go Eclipse here.
Can go top. Shogath is still not top for some reason.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was a little slow. I tried to explain, but I just should have done. So I lose a few minions.
We know Kane is
That's
top
fine.
side, so Kane can most likely gank this guy. And now
Yeah,
Shogath is going top for some magical reason.
yeah,
Alright, just go mid, just go mid.
okay.
This Cho'Gath is like completely lost. I see like these guys' micro is just completely weird. You just don't know what the hell they're doing.
I think it's just autopiloting. They got a wave mid and they are top laner, so they just swapped back.
The good thing is that Brand most likely does not have flash after Kane,
Yeah,
so we can definitely abuse that.
yeah, Seraphine is coming as well.
Can definitely go for a play here. Vi's bot side. We can push this
Yeah,
wave, try to make a play happen.
Okay.
Oh, you flashed, okay. You didn't actually flash against Kane.
Yeah.
We can look for the Vi. She's definitely on
Yeah,
Krugs.
I wanted to do so.
Oh.
Ivan is here as well.
Can go
Which
bot.
is
It
not
can go bot now. I think they're just switching lanes. Tell Caitlyn
Yeah,
to go mid. Yeah, she understood. Very good. Twitch is
but
completely
Caitlyn does not
alone.
want to understand.
She's just going for the Twitch, I think. But yeah, like Ren does not have flash, so we can just punish him if he comes too close. Take the mid wave. Take the mid wave. Don't lose XP for no reason. Bren is kind of hovering around bot side.
Yeah.
So here, if you play well, you can just flash ulti him and then W. It's not bad to make those aggressive plays happen. There you go, see? It's that easy. Understanding the window to go for. Like, you know you're champion, you know you can do this.
Yeah, I wanted him to waste like some spells because he tends to just WE every time.
Yeah, but for Brent it's really hard to like prevent your damage. You know he doesn't have flash, the time for
Yeah,
him
and
to
his
do
only window is
EQ,
if he has marked me before I ult.
he needs
Because then he just can throw his Q behind him, but if
he
I'm
needs to
not
do
marked, he
EQ
needs
in
to E
order for him
first.
not to die. That's the problem, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And now we get the turret for free, so we're not going for random robes. It's good.
Yeah, Aatrox
And then
probably
we can
coming
go.
from top side, so I pretend to
You
go
can go
bot
bot
side.
here. Yeah, it's free.
Yeah, and punish them, yeah.
They should die before actually. Ivern is still not dead. Okay, no flash. Let's kill him. This is free real estate, free gold, free everything. Very nice. See, we don't lose anything out of mid. Now we go back mid.
I walk in, actually?
You can, yeah. I mean, actually, Caitlyn's going mid. You can just go bot. Take the wave.
Yeah.
We can
Should I
push one
push
more
this wave?
wave, and then we can back.
Okay, okay, okay.
See, like this is how we play. This is how we get a high amount of CS. We play the map like accordingly. Like we don't go for roams when we can't. We take
I
all.
know I have my ulti. Should I look to kill him,
You can.
or should I respect those
You can. You
and
can. You
just
can.
leave? But why is here?
I mean, it's this guy is just. Oh,
Oh no.
missed the Q. But you still got him. Nice. You can just get away. Vi's not there. Very chill.
Yeah, they are on Drake.
You can probably buy your complete item soon. Look at Kane. Look at Kane. Look at your map. Ivern. Ivern. Let's look at the map. Come on. What is this guy gonna do? He's a tree. There you go.
Ah, unlucky.
It's fine. We get complete item. It's actually not a bad death. Let's look at the enemy team. What they're building right now. Armor.
Armor. He
Actually,
will go Outlook
I
probably.
feel like Cyrildas would be a really good option here.
Yeah.
Cyrildas second
That's
item
good
on Zed
too.
is actually really big against this kind of team comp because some of them are actually stacking some armor. Bot
Yeah,
lane
and they
is
all
kinda
more or less immobile, so the slow is really fucking them.
exactly.
So I can kite out with my W.
And now we're really fed. We can definitely take on the
Yeah.
Aatrox. He has a Black Cleaver. What the hell is he gonna do? Absolutely nothing. If this guy stays, you
Yeah.
can just W ulti him, should die.
Yeah, I have Ignite as well to counter his healing. I see they killed their top. Everything of my team is top side, so I want to immediately apply pressure. Should I hover here now?
You can, yeah.
Like just push the wave out and then hover around here to be safe?
Right now, if you look at the map, like you don't see anyone on the map, so
Yeah,
you can just push and then back off.
yeah. But I'm not really leaving, I'm just waiting here. Now
Yeah.
Aatrox shown, Vi shown, Ivan shown, so probably Twitch is here as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
Twitch is here.
you can
Just
put some
don't know where
pressure
Brand
here.
is.
Like these guys are not gonna can't even 2v1 you. Yeah, I can't do anything. It's just free real estate. You're still gonna die, I think. Oh, very close actually. Holy crap.
But my team is fighting there, everyone is there, so I can still go for it, right?
Exactly.
Because they're all free topside.
See,
Or should I?
you're able to get 2 kills here. You're mega big. Be careful. All right. Let's just push this.
And no base?
You can base, yeah. Iron is coming back. See, this is how you play the mid game. Like here, you have you're 8-3. Well, your CS is not too bad either. Can go coal fields, whatever. Doesn't matter. Pickaxe. Now you can look to translate your lead like somewhere else. Like bot and top are pushed, so you have like a small time window to kind of make a play happen mid right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Ivan is still there. They're kind of backing off. Right now, what you can do is either go
Run
mid.
towards bot lane.
You can go mid, try to make a play happen. If not, you just go bot lane.
Okay, so I push the next wave and just go bot lane.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Twitch's bot side is completely useless.
And I don't know where the rest is, so I don't really greed for the brand here.
Mm-hmm. Right now, you're almost level 14 already.
I would like her to not go bot lane. Just in this scenario, I just think I stay mid because they refuse
Can
to
make a
listen.
play happen top. We push, go top.
Yeah.
Because right now they're most likely gonna answer this, but you might catch someone in the jungle. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're coming right now. Like you'll see. So
Yeah.
Brand is there. Good map awareness, easy kill. See? Super easy. Good map awareness, we know what they're gonna do. This guy is completely unaware. Easy kill, easy W. So now we get some gold, we push, we get everything. And right now the
Twitch
map
was
is
here,
open by one
Vi
lane,
was
right?
mid, so we can get this for free.
We still have our ult, so if someone gets close, easy W. Very nice. Obviously we get a win
Now
now.
I back off, I think.
You back off, and now your goal is to get bot turret. And
Yeah.
you can sell your pot, you can get Tiamat. You can most likely deal with this guy, you're gonna have Ignite. You already have a lot of
Yeah.
armor pen. You're chilling. Tiamat, Coalfields, perfect, go bot.
Vi is low as well. So I probably just go here. I think I can 2v1 them because Vi is really, really low.
You don't have ulti though. I would try to play around your ult. Like just try to wait
Yeah.
15 seconds before really committing to something crazy. You can still go for like WEs and stuff, but very nice. You have your ult in 5 seconds. You get the Drake too, very good. You don't know where Twitch is, he might come out of Fog of War soon.
Yeah, because Ivan is there as well.
This guy gets a
I
double
think I
kill, but
just
it's
go
fine.
bot lane, right? Oh, okay, no, they catch this guy. Okay, no.
Don't waste your time, don't waste your time.
Yeah, yeah.
Right now your priority is to get Revenue's Hydra, right?
Yeah.
You get enough gold for Revenue's Hydra, you get your Revenue's Hydra, you get a lot of AG, you carry the game. That's the plan. Alright, I think you have enough gold now, you can just back.
Yeah. But I think I want to go bot lane still. We have top lane in it.
But
And
right now you have Revenue's Hydra, which is a really good spike. So that's why I
Yeah.
wanted you to go for that.
yeah, yeah. Nash is up as well.
Revenue's Hydra is kind of like the Magi's of 80s. Once you stack it, you're gonna be absolutely unstoppable. Not even Aatrox can deal with you.
Yeah. Okay, Twitch, Vibrant, mid lane. So only Ivan missing. Ivan showed as well. So I hard push it. So I force someone coming to me.
Exactly. So right now they're all top. It's completely free. No one can deal
Yeah.
with you here.
Yeah, Aatrox probably base to deal with me, but when he reaches me... Okay, he has stopwatch, so I shouldn't go too greedy.
I like your way of thinking now. See, you're considering the fact you have stopwatch. You're
No
playing.
one is there.
You're putting pressure. It's good. Now you keep pushing. Your team wants to do Baron, so we show up
Yeah.
intentionally.
I just didn't want to show myself like why I couldn't push the wave, so all the missing ones were there.
We kill this guy if he stays here. Like we just take the turret, we get 600 gold. See, Baron is 300 gold, but still, like the fact. I would have focused the turret, but very nice. Top is hard pushing. Your team got
And
Baron.
Aatrox's the only one. Everyone is dead. I think I can. Should I go in the base?
Nah, he's gonna back. He's gonna back. We can just keep on pushing, but
Yeah. I do this wave and then I base.
see what you're doing right now? The reason why this is so good is because you basically pressure the enemy team to like make something happen in Baron quick, right? Because if they don't, you're gonna end the game.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's get GA, I think.
Okay. You think about GA?
I think GA, yeah, a better item here. Can just go
Wait,
BF sword.
wait. Well, I am.
Alright, nice.
Okay, I don't have enough. I was thinking
can
if
get
I
red
sell
paws.
D-Blade for stopwatch.
That's fine. Now you can go to Baron, you're super fed, try to get your level 16 before the Baron fight. Just take the wolves.
Yeah.
And now the game is just over after Baron. So you're way too fed. Now you can go over here. You just completely destroy everything on site. Very good. This guy is free meat. Now we can keep mushing mid. We don't care about Aatrox. We don't care about this. There's no need for us to go for the Ivan here. Remember, we want them to come to you. We don't want to chase them.
So
Don't waste our time. We can
go
do
to
Baron,
Nash.
yeah.
Okay.
You have ult in 20. Yeah, we need Caitlyn to be here. Take the planet.
Yeah.
Okay, Cho'Gath is coming. I don't know what Caitlyn's doing, to be honest.
Enemy team is going for Dragon.
Then we can just go top. Just go top, just go top. Let them finish.
Okay.
And now we have almost
And the
enough gold
thing-
for GA. Like, we don't care about the game. We want to end the game. Like, Drake isn't gonna do shit. Your team can probably handle that, right?
Actually, you said it last time as well, and like yesterday or before yesterday, a stream from Nemesis. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah, of course.
He actually said the same. That Drake is like really irrelevant at the moment, or more or less irrelevant.
Yeah, it is. Like, people will like all die for Drakes. Completely pointless. Look, would you rather end the game or get the Drake here? The fuck is Drake?
Yeah, yeah.
Like right now, they're all at Drake. Look, they're hard fighting for the Drake, and meanwhile you're just taking the inhib and you're ending the game. Like, what's the point? This guy probably doesn't have Zonias. Check if he has Zonias. If not,
No, I checked already.
So yeah, we can just kill this guy. Even if he flashes, he's just dead meat. There we go, and now we end the game. GG. Like, what's the point of going for Drake right now? See?
Yeah.
There's absolutely no point. And there we go. We carried the game. We played the macro well. And we killed this guy too. Put a bonus points. And GG's. And now they're just gonna call mid gap.
Yeah.
So how did you feel this game? Do you feel like you played differently than usual? Did you feel like you learned something?
The mid game for sure. Early game, I think. Even I think I am just a little bit nervous. That's why I have like rough starts.
Yeah.
But I think early didn't really. I just tried to track the jungler more actively. That's 100% for sure in the early game. But in the mid game, I would have done 1,000 things differently usually, to be honest. But I really tried to do what you said and try to. I tried to implement what you said into my gameplay.
Yeah, and how did that feel? Did you feel like you would?
I feel like I impacted game a little bit more than usually.
That's good. And you see, like, we're not even top damage, but we completely carried the game, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because Aatrox was just perma fighting. He didn't care about side
And no
lane.
one would even consider saying that I didn't carry, I think.
Of course.
And my team wasn't even that ahead. It was like really only me who was like really, really strong.
That was a soul carry. Like, look, you're 4 levels on the enemy mid. Like, you just